Three annoying things that park fans say up next. Hey everybody, welcome aboard to another episode of Orange Grove 55. So in this video, I kind of wanted to just discuss three things that park fans say that drive me up the freaking wall, that annoy me so much. So let's talk about it. Okay, so number one, and this is actually kind of pertinent and relevant to the holidays right now. So Disneyland really puts on these fantastic holiday shows, right? And one of my favorite things at Disneyland during the holidays is when it starts to snow on Main Street, whether it be after the fireworks or whether it be the individual snow shows. Now, they've been doing these for years, and I absolutely love them. They're extremely emotional moments, and I've literally stood on Main Street. I've looked around while the snow show is occurring, and I've literally have seen grown men like with tears in their eyes. It really is an emotional moment. Look, I'm not one of those kind of I don't want like cornball creators that use the word magical a lot. I don't like to do that. But I mean, the snow shows and those snow moments at Disneyland really are magical in so many ways. The thing that really annoys me, and this happens nearly every single time I'm at the park watching the snow shows, there's always one ball bag in the freaking crowd that's done this a million times. And they want to let everybody know in the crowd how knowledgeable and how much of an expert they are with this stuff. And you'll hear it. It'll be like, some dude like three people behind you. Well, you do understand. This is just soap, you guys. This is soap. I hope everyone here in the crowd knows this is soap. God, I hate when people do that. I cannot stand when fans say that during this beautiful moment at Disneyland. Look, we live in a very cynical world. Can we enjoy something without ruining it? Can we enjoy something without ruining it? Okay, we all get it. It's not real snow. But it's a beautiful moment, right? That we're all kind of sharing together on Main Street. Why do you got to ruin it with this really kind of snarky, cynical, like it's just soap, you guys. It's just soap kind of comment. Oh man, I'm telling you, that drives me up the wall when people do that. You're completely ruining the moment, and it's just so unnecessary. And it happens so often. I see this so much at Disneyland during these snow shows. Like literally, I'm not even exaggerating. Like just about every single time I've watched these shows, somebody in the crowd has to mention it's soap because they think it's so cool. Like no one's ever mentioned that before. No one knows it's just soap suds, right? I don't know. It's obnoxious, and it completely splashes water on this really emotional moment and kind of just takes away from it. And it just, I'm not a big fan of that. So that's number one. That's annoying thing number one. Annoying thing number two is when fans say nobody asked for this, right? Like fans didn't ask for this. And you see this a lot too when it comes to like the film crowd. You see this a lot with the film crowd, especially like I remember like in 2018 leading up to the Solo, a Star Wars story movie. There was so many Star Wars fans and film fans that were saying, well, nobody asked for a Han Solo movie, that kind of thing. Those kind of comments really annoy me because it kind of reeks of arrogance. Like these filmmakers, these creatives and studios are only allowed to they only have permission to make things that the fans officially ask for, right? And here's my problem with that is that sometimes the thing that you love isn't the thing that you ask for. There was so much pushback and keep it into the parks, but there was so much pushback and drama and hate in regards to the retheming of the Tower of Terror at California Adventure to Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. I mean, you wouldn't believe, if you guys have been in the community for a few years, you know, the drama and the controversy that surrounded that retheming, that overlay, right? It was just nonstop hate from the announcement until the day that it opened. Not one fan asked to have Tower of Terror rethemed to Guardians of the Galaxy. Nobody asked for it. But the thing that we got was freaking awesome. And it's become a fan favorite to the point where I think if Disney announced today that they were going to retheme it back to the Tower of Terror, fans would be upset about going back to what it was before. So Mission Breakout wasn't something that fans asked for, but it was something that like Joe Rohde and Disney and whatever, they felt it was a cool idea, and they went with it, and we ended up loving it, right? So it's like sometimes just have an open mind. Like as fans, we don't need to ask for it for them to do it. Sometimes just let them do it and see where it goes, because you never know. It's like trying new food. It might not look that appetizing, you know, but you never know. Like try it and maybe you'll like it. It might be your favorite thing if you just give it a chance. And that's why I really hate the we didn't ask for that, because it's a stance. It comes from a position of closed-minded. I didn't ask for that, therefore it can't exist. And I hate that mentality. Have an open mind. So that's annoying thing number 2. Annoying thing number 3 to round off the list is when you're in the parks and you're watching a parade, you're watching a fireworks show or any kind of spectacular, right? And this is kind of waning a little bit in recent years, I will admit, but it was a big thing a few years ago. Anytime Frozen comes up, especially like in the fireworks shows, like if there's like a Frozen segment, you'll hear people in the audience go, "Oh, boo, boo, oh," moan and groan and literally boo the Frozen segment, because they're so, it's like their way of kind of showing like, you know what, I'm such an enlightened Disney fan. Frozen is just too mainstream for me, you know, that kind of, kind of arrogant, kind of pompous kind of thing. And I hated that. And it was real prevalent, like right around the time that Frozen, the first movie came out, like from 2013 up until the second movie. Then it started to kind of die off a little bit, but there was a lot of that. You'll be like Disneyland and like, there'll be like a Frozen segment and you'll literally hear boos from the crowd. Like you're booing an animated movie in a fireworks show. It's kind of lame, you guys. You know, like there's a lot of Disney movies I don't care for. Okay, there's a lot of Disney movies. I'm not even a Toy Story fan. I'm just not. And I know that's a very unpopular opinion. And it's an iconic film franchise, but I'm not a Toy Story fan. I'm just not. It just never resonated with me. But I'm not going to sit there on Main Street when the Toy Story segment comes up in the fireworks or in a parade and go boo, boo, like an idiot, you know, like I'm better than this, you know. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. You don't like a movie? Fine. Let the segment play out. Let the people who do like the movie enjoy this segment or this part of the parade and leave it. But these obnoxious fans that just want to let everyone know that they're too good to enjoy anything Frozen, right? It's too mainstream for them. It's too popular. I'm an enlightened Disney fan who doesn't like Frozen. You know, it's you can keep it. I'm done with that. And I find that extremely annoying. Now, I will say that whole thing has kind of waned a little bit. That was really the case, so in the years following the first movie, and it drove me nuts. Now, I'll admit, I'm a huge Frozen fan. I loved the first movie. I was obsessed with the first movie. But even if I didn't like the first movie, I would still be against people booing it. I don't like I said, I don't really like the Toy Story franchise, and I would be just as much against people booing Toy Story. I think it's lame. I think it's stupid, in my opinion. But hey, you know, that's just my opinion. And that was annoying thing number 3. So those are the top 3 annoying things that park fans say, in my opinion. But I know you guys have pet peeves and things that annoy you. Comment down below with what those things are. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank y'all so much for watching OG55. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.